Hello, hello, hello. How are you all? I want to welcome you to our webinar of Global Academy of Coaching, 5 ways to transform your life and help others. I would like to tell you that I'm so happy that I have you all with me. That we're sharing today this beautiful evening, Sunday evening, in order for you guys to learn more about how you can transform your life and help others through coaching. It's going to be a great evening, I promise you. And I'm just going to dive in straight away to tell you million congratulations. You have taken a great step towards having a better life. And you have really understood the fact that it's very easy for all of us to just, sit there on the couch and go for coffee and do, whatever else than focusing and investing in our personal development. But you are here, and probably you realize that you and only you are the only asset in your life. So whatever happens anywhere, in the stock market, in the governments, in the banks, in the earthquakes, whatever might happen, you are the only asset that keeps going. So the biggest and greatest investment that you can ever do is to invest in your own self. I would like to share with you some information about Global Academy of Coaching, which is a certification based on interactive and reflective learning and is accredited by International Coach Federation. Global Academy of Coaching students, via the prestigious coaching certification, learn first to accept responsibility for their own personal growth and find out ways to see a clear link between the effort they put into their development activity and the benefits they get out of it. The certification is based on interaction, just as the basics of coaching. We have short lectures, which are followed by case study discussions, group exercises, interactive games, role-playing, real-time challenges, and sharing on opinions. And Global Academy of Coaching is proud to be accredited by International Coach Federation. International Coach Federation is the largest federation on coaching globally. So this enables our graduates, our students who graduate, to apply for ICF, for their ACC, accredited certified coach credential, as soon as they meet other requirements that are set by ICF, International Coach Federation. I just want to tell you that we're the only English-speaking accredited certification by International Coach Federation in Greece and Cyprus. And this is really, a great honor for us because it's not easy to become accredited. So just 2-3 things about myself. I'm a #1 life coach, #1 awarded international bestselling author, and also an awarded mentor by European Union. And my book that I co-wrote together with Nicolas Uranos, my husband, Create Love, is #1 international bestseller, and I'm very proud of this. And I've been doing seminars from the New York Chamber of Commerce to entrepreneurs in Los Angeles, in Singapore, and in many other countries in Europe. I have been mentored by world's #1 coaches, mentors such as Jack Canfield, Tony Robbins, Daisy Cordova, Brenna Burchard, Fabienne Fredrickson, and also the Times of India have written about me. I'm not saying all this to gloat. I'm just saying it so that you can understand and realize more about me now that I'm gonna share with you some really personal things that have happened into my life. So I want to share with you how and why I became a life coach. The reason why I started doing life coaching was because I wanted myself to find a way to actually be happy. So it was very weird because I had everything. Everybody would say to me, oh, Jill, you're so lucky. You have everything. You have a beautiful job. You have a great boyfriend. You live in a very nice house. You make good money. You travel. But, deep down inside of me, I felt that something was really missing. I felt that something was not in place. I felt, of course, that I wasn't on my own path. And this was really weird because I was actually really, really working on that. So this was something that was that was surprising me so much that I couldn't really understand what was going on. And also, on top of that, I was feeling ungrateful that, I had all that I should be asking for and I wanted even more. So I was feeling also guilt for not feeling satisfied. That's when I was reading the Success Principles of Jack Canfield. And I decided to make a very big leap for me. It was completely out of my comfort zone. And I called them in order to book a session with a coach. So when they informed me about the cost, that was actually my whole month's payment. So my salary was if I remember well, 4 sessions. I had to pay my whole salary for 4 sessions. I really freaked out. But something inside of me told me, Jill, you have to do this. You have to invest on this. So yes, I heard my instinct. I went completely off my comfort zone. I gave my whole salary. And what happened was that I realized that one of the barriers that I had in order for me to create a family was that I felt that I didn't do the work that I liked. So this is so weird if you think about it. So I went there and I said, you know what, something needs to change. And I realized that I wouldn't go ahead and create my own family unless I was working with my own terms. So when you think about it, and this was something that came out in our first session. From the first session, I realized it. So my coach told me, okay, so what would have to happen in order for you to have your work in your own terms? And I told her out of the blue, I hadn't even thought about it. I told her I would need to create my own company. And she said, okay, what you need in order to create your own company? And I told her, a little bit irritated, I would need 25,000 euros. And then she said, where can you find 25,000 euros? And she said it so seriously. And I was so, I was like really, really pissed off with her. I'm like, what is this woman talking about? Where I can find 25,000 euros? Seriously? So I said, I don't know. And I completely shut down. And then she said something that really stuck on me. She said, okay, let's just be open to the possibilities of the universe. So we hung up in our first coaching session. I was completely irritated with my coach. I was thinking, oh, I gave all my salary. I'm not going to be able to feed myself. How can I do all the things that I want to do now that I don't have any money? I was really, I felt that I got zero value from it. Zero value. Then I was doing my MBA work. And my teacher of entrepreneurship told me, hey, Jill, there's a very big prize for an entrepreneur that has some prerequisites that are really, really tough to find. So the entrepreneur needs to be under 35 years old. The company needs to be under 5 years old, and they need also to be making over 300,000 euros. We don't know an entrepreneur that has these prerequisites, but I know that you hang out with many entrepreneurs. Do you know anyone? And I told her, you know what, if you're looking for an entrepreneur like that in Greece during this time, you're nuts. And we were laughing. 2 days later, I got a phone call from a friend of mine who was a recruiter and headhunter. I was already working as a HR consultant, and I was really busy, and I had my schedule full. And she calls me and she's like, you know what? I need you to go to a new startup. These guys are crushing it. They're going to love you. You have to go. And I was like, there's absolutely no way, Maria, that I'm going. I'm swamped with work, and I don't care to get hired. You know, I have so many projects on my plate. My plate is full. There's no way that I'm going. And she practically begged me. And she's like, please, please just do it for me. I promise that you would go around. I know that you can help the guy. So I usually, you know, say, when I say no, it's a no. But then again, my instinct told me to go. So there I was, going from Alimos to Vrilicia, and I get into this startup, and there's a very young guy. And immediately when I see him, I'm like, whoa, he's working so much. You know, I saw on his face that he was working so much. And there he was. He started talking about the company. The company, he told me, was 3 years old, and they had multiple locations. They were opening another location in 2 weeks. And, you know, suddenly my mind started going gling, 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 gling. So I'm like, how old are you? And he looks at me. He's like, is she flirting me? You know, what is she doing? So he told me, I'm 34. I'm like, how much money did you guys make the last year? So that point, he started getting irritated. He's like, why are you asking it? So I just told him, you know, about the Entrepreneurship Award. And actually, the company and himself was fit for the award. And when we discussed about it, he was like, I told him, you know what, you have the opportunity to get into this award, and you can also, you know, create, get a lot of attendance, but also what you can get is money. So the award was 50,000 euros. And he's like, you know what, I now open a new store. I have to leave. I don't care about any awards or anything. The only thing that I want is to open the new store. And he looks at me and he goes like, you know what? You write down everything that we need for the award and you keep the money. And I look at him and I'm like, you know what we're going to do? Half the money is going to be for me, and half the money is going to be for the project that I'm going to do for your company and implement it so that you guys have some proper, decent human resources structure in here. And he turns around and says, it's a deal. So I'm driving, you know, I just left and I'm driving. I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? And just 2 weeks after the discussion that I had, I just had this discussion. So I started working on the proposal that we would send. I worked very closely with many of the staff of the company so that I would get all the information that I needed. We submitted the proposal, and guess what? Yes. We won the prize. That night, I was in Intercontinental in Athens. I was beautifully dressed. And we were jumping up and down like kids. That night, I promised that the power of coaching would be spread all over the world. And ever since, I have I have been supported by coaching in order to bring the love of my life into my life, Nicolas, in order to have my daughter, Joy, in order to create abundance and support millions of people all over the world. So every time I achieve something very big, it's always because of coaching. And the reason why I shared all this with you is to realize that whatever we have in our mind, we can make it happen. Whatever it is, we can make everything happen. The only thing that we need is support, dedication, and take massive action. So now let's just see, what is coaching? Okay, what exactly is coaching? Coaching is a development process via which an individual is supported while achieving a specific personal or professional result or goal. The individual receiving coaching may be referred to as the client or coachee. Please, please, please never say a coacher, as you have done now this webinar. It's very important for you guys to know, that's the correct terminology. It's a coach, is not a coacher. Okay. And the very, 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 very important is that coaching actually is the compass of confidence and of self-esteem. And neither, we haven't been taught this. We didn't learn it at school, neither in any of the 5 master's degrees that I have. The client is someone that has to be mentally well. We do not deal with people who are not mentally well. And this is the fine line with psychotherapy. Okay, this is very, very, very important to know. Also, I want to share with you that coaching is not an international registered profession. So many people claim to be life coaches without actually having studied anything relevant. For me, I believe that whoever claims to be a life coach and hasn't been through a basic study of 6 months, invested in themselves for 6 months in order just to take the degree and the certification, I don't know, how much they actually appreciate themselves and let alone their clients. So it's very sad to see people that don't even take the time to educate themselves and they go out and say that they're life coaches. For me, they're like scams. They would never do that if they would claim to be a doctor or, I don't know, even a mathematician. Why? Because they would be prosecuted. Just because the fact that coaching is not an international registered profession does not, ethically gives us the right to say that we are something that we're not. But of course, this is my opinion, okay? And in coaching, we have International Coach Federation and EMCC, the European Mentoring and Coaching. These are the very 2 biggest, actually, the biggest federations that exist. ICF is a global one and EMCC is a European one. The reason why I have taken the International Coach Federation, the ICF path, is because I believe that it's very important to be in a global organization, okay, in a global federation, and B, I really do not like coaching to be confused with mentoring. So EMCC has coaching and mentoring together, and let alone that everybody's confused and they call themselves mentors and coaches without even being. If we confuse mentoring with coaching, then the profession is going to be harmed. And this is something that I really, really don't want to know, don't want it to happen. Something that is very important is that your coach has to be accredited. The levels of certified professional coaches are depending on experience, starting with the ACC. It's up to 60 hours of coaching. So the coaches are like pilots. They gather hours. Okay. So it's about 60 hours, up to 100 euros are being paid. The ACC, people who have ACC. PCC, it's up to 125 hours. This is my level professional certified coach. And the payment is up to 500 euros approximately. And then there's a master certified coach. And it's the 3% of coaches worldwide. And you need to have 2,500 hours. Many people say also that they're master certified coaches and they have nothing to do with ICF. So again, for me, they do this deliberately and they harm very much the profession. Coaching is not a way to overcome abusive behaviors. Okay, this is so important to know and to keep in mind. We do not overcome abusive behaviors. If someone has an abusive behavior, it's very important that we refer them to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Also, something that differentiates coaching, and many people confuse it, is that a coach never ever gives advice on what the client should do. So it's not a chit chat of, oh yeah, what should I do? Okay, this is your opinion. We don't care about the opinion. We don't care. And I'm going to tell you why in a while. Also, it's very important to know that a coach needs to be very, 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 very far from the situations that have to do with a coachee. What I say is that I cannot coach my mother. I cannot coach my husband. Why? Because I'm in the situation. I play a role in the situation. Okay, I have to be someone that has no direct interest. I have no direct benefit from the decisions that the coachee is taking. This is very important. So let's say I'm a coach. A manager cannot be a long-term coach of his subordinate. And this is also very important to know. Now, let's talk about mentoring and what mentoring is. Mentoring is all the opposite of coaching. In mentoring, we give advice. In mentoring, we share experiences. In mentoring, we have to be in the shoes. We have to have been in the shoes of the coachee. A good coach does not have to be through what the coachee has been. To be honest, the more you are out of the situation, as I described before, the better coach you are. I'll never forget when I was executive coaching in a company that created energy through air, and everybody was an engineer in there, and they would come with some challenges that they had on work. And because I had no clue on how the things were working, and I had no way of I don't have a background of engineer, so I would think completely and support them with questions completely out of the box, and they would be so surprised. I would be like, this is so simple, why didn't I think it? It is because when you are in a situation, you cannot think the same way, or when you have been through the same challenge 10,000 times, you cannot think out of the box. So the very big difference of mentoring and coaching is that you cannot actually, you don't have to be already through what the coachee has been, okay? And coaching is based on questions, only on questions and nothing else. That's why I say again and again, we do not share our opinion. And a coach is different than a consultant, because a consultant says what? A consultant says their opinion. So now I would like to share with you a related story. It's one of my favorite stories. The Olympians were very annoyed with the people because they had everything. So people had everything: health, happiness, success, and yet they were unhappy. They did not find any meaning in life. So Zeus then convened a council with the gods and told them that he had decided to hide happiness from people. And all gods were very happy for this decision because they were really irritated with people. So Dionysus proposed to hide happiness in wine. And the idea was rejected because people, in order to be happy, should be drinking wine. Poseidon said to hide happiness in the sea. He did not like the idea, as only sailors would find it. And Athena said, let's hide it somewhere that they will never seek. People would never be so clever to hide it there. Let's hide happiness in people. And that was done. So coaching has the exact same logic. The logic of coaching is based on the fact that solutions lie within us. That's why the coach will never tell his opinion, because no one knows better than ourselves what's good for us. And through the coaching process, we learn about ourselves. We learn how to trust ourselves, trust our instinct, and find solutions to all our problems by taking 100% responsibility for our lives. In coaching, all coaches believe that all coachees have the answers inside of them. We won't tell you what to do. You will discover it yourself through your coach's dynamics questions. That's why coaching is so successful. I usually say this, and I know it's a funny story, but how many times your mom told you to get a jacket and you didn't listen to her, even if you knew it was chilly outside? It's because we always follow our own thoughts, even though sometimes even we know that they're wrong, in quotes. And of course, coaching, as I said before, is not psychotherapy. It aims at mentally and psychologically healthy people who want to move their lives to the next level. So coaching is only for functional people, a tool to become exceptional. And also a very, something that differentiates coaching for any other form of therapy is that coaching focuses on the future of the client. And now I want to confess something to you, is that the reason I created Glocal Academy of Coaching was that I was watching some coaches who don't do what real coaching says. And then I found out that their teachers were psychotherapists and that they didn't live using the personal development tools taught by the world-renowned masters that I was having as teachers. And I was really shocked. So there were people out there that they were studying and they had no clue, and they had never also done coaching. And I felt as a good coach that it was my duty to do something. And this is the reason why I created Glocal Academy of Coaching, with a study program that forces you first to become a leader, and then at the same time to become a thriving coach. And the Glocal Academy of Coaching program includes the 10 books that I personally suggest to all my clients to read out of the over 800 books that I've read. And they're all #1 International Times bestsellers. So I didn't know, actually, when I was creating the Glocal Academy of Coaching, if it would be accepted by International Coach Federation. But for me, the way that the training is done was the only way. And ICF has given to Glocal Academy of Coaching the accreditation with the first effort in 6 months of our operation, and we're very proud of it. And also, I just want to let you know that we are at the final stage of signing up for the Glocal Academy of Coaching certificate for the winter 2018. And I will let you know more about that towards the end of our webinar. So I just want to tell you that Harvard Business Review reports coaching as a $1 billion a year industry. And Forbes says coaching is one of America's most surprising 6-figure jobs. Who can coach? Who can coach? I believe that a person who takes 100% responsibility for themselves, it's going to be an amazing coach. We're going to go through some information on how you guys can actually create the life that you want, 5 ways to transform your life. And by following that, you can also become amazing coaches. So what is it that we actually want to achieve with all the things, that I've told you, with all the different forms of advancing our lives? What is it that we want to achieve? Yes, we want to achieve happiness. This is what everybody wants. And this is what everybody deserves to have. We all, no matter how hard we work, deserve to be happy. This is Jack Canfield, America's #1 success coach. He's a billionaire, author of over 250 books, and he has sold over 500 million books. Jack is my mentor, my teacher, and I want to share with you something really beautiful that he says. Everything you want is out there waiting for you to ask. Everything you want also wants you, but you have to take action to get it. So this is very important to keep in mind, that whatever, as I said before, you want is waiting for you. It also wants you. The only thing that differentiates us from the people that achieve and the non-achievers is action, taking massive action. So now let's do a coaching quiz, okay? And let's go for true or false. Let's write down, I'm going to give you 1 minute in order to write down your answers. I would love to see them in the chat box. Coaching is a way to overcome abusive behaviors. So if you want to chat, write in the chat box, what do you believe? Fantastic. Well done. Beautiful. A coach gives advice on what the client should do. True or false? You may want to write in front. You may want to write number 2 and F, let's say. Okay, so that we know. Bravo. Wonderful. Wonderful. A manager can be a long-term coach of his subordinate. True or false? So now we're in 3. 3, true or false? Bravo. Beautiful, beautiful. So a coach is automatically a mentor. 4, F or true? False or true? Bravo. Awesome. Coaching is based on questions. True or false? 5, true. Awesome. Bravo. A coach is automatically a consultant. True or false? 6. Awesome. Well done. Well done. You're really listening. Wonderful. Coaching is for functional people a tool to become exceptional. 7. Fantastic. Awesome. Awesome. 8. Coaching focuses on the future of the client. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. 9, the coach works with the presupposition that the client has all the answers. Fantastic, fantastic, beautiful. And 10, Socrates was the first advocate of coaching with nothis avton phrase. Know thyself. So all of you know that this is true. So like we can sound like Portocalos from the big fat Greek wedding and say that everything starts from you know, the ancient Greece, but actually yeah, Gnosis Avton was written in Delphi. It's not Socrates did not actually say it, but Socrates used meftiki method, okay, the digging with the questions. So thank you so much. You all passed the quiz. Bravo, bravo, bravo. So let's now see who has the power to help others. Okay, because as we said before, it's really important to see who actually has the power to help others. And it's somebody who has knowledge, Okay, someone who has influence, it's somebody who inspires others. It's somebody who has the tools to help, so has the knowledge to help. It's somebody who can be trusted. And for me, the most important, somebody who has helped himself first. Okay, so for me, these are the basics of being able to support other people. And I just want to tell you that it's very important for all of us to be able to help others. But unless we first don't start with ourselves, then we cannot support anyone else. And who has the power to help others? All these that I share with you are, for me, the attributes of a true leader. Okay, a leader has knowledge, a leader has influence, a leader inspires others, a leader has the tools to actually help, a leader can be trusted, and a leader, most of the times, has helped themselves tremendously. So they have crafted themselves like a diamond. They have they have fixed the edges and they're shining. This is the image that I have. So if you really want to transform your life and help others, for me, the answer is become a leader. Become a leader, become someone that the other people can trust, become dependable, become someone that has a voice, become someone that can support, become someone that has the tools to do it, become someone that really wants to be exceptional. Let's see now, who is a leader? A leader is the person who leads or commands a group, an organization, or country. Okay. Είναι ηγέτης ή καθοδηγητής in Greek. So someone who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. And here we have these beautiful people who, yes, they have been a leader. Okay, they have been leaders. But this is not the kind of leadership that I'm talking about. This is not the way to manipulate people in order to make them do what you want. Now, I'm talking about something much higher. Okay, I'm not talking about the role models that we see in TV and advertising, all the consumption, the buy more in order to feel more, eat more in order to feel better. All this burnout that everybody has been going through, work more in order to make more, in order to be able to achieve your dreams, that even if you achieve them, that you're not going to be miserable because you're not going to have time to be happy. And there's a complete unsatisfaction in this beautiful, beautiful concept of faster, 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 faster. Okay, so I'm not talking about this manipulative leadership. For me, leaders are the people that are out there. They're sharing tremendous knowledge. They're inspiring people, and they're doing the best, whatever they do, okay, in whatever environment, in whatever work or field they are, they're doing their best every day, day in, day out. So for me, a leader is a mommy, a stay-at-home mother that does her best in order to raise healthy and independent children. A leader is someone that collects the garbage. Like today in the morning, I went for running and they were collecting the garbage and they were smiling, big smiles. And it was, it was raining a little bit. And I was looking at them, I was like admiring them. I'm like, seriously, you are amazing. You're doing your work smiling, and it was freezing. So for me, these people are leaders. Leaders are everywhere, and it's our duty to become leaders. For me, this is my, the way that I see it. So one of my biggest leaders is Brendon Burchard, and here we are in a seminar that he's been doing in Los Angeles. And Brendan's quote is, at the end of our lives, we will ask, did I live? Did I love? Did I matter? And you know, you might take Brendan's and jot down what he's writing, you know, the 3 questions: did I live, did I love, did I matter? Or you might have your own questions. But for me, is that every day that goes by, that we become better people, we become better leaders. And Harvard Business Review says that a leader demonstrates strong ethics and provides a sense of safety. He empowers others to self-organize. He fosters a sense of connection and belonging. A leader shows openness to new ideas and fosters organizational learning, commits to ongoing training, and nurtures growth. So these are so beautiful, you know, have such depth, uh, attributes of a person that I just want us to see now, how can we help others through leadership and through coaching? Because for me, coaching is the development of leadership. Through coaching, we become better leaders. And it's amazing if you see the code of ethics that all people who, students, abide in the International Coach Federation code of ethics, okay? And the part 1 in the code of ethics is based on actually how we keep our word. And this is something, and today it's a very special day because we have elections in Cyprus. So when we keep our word and everything that we say, okay, and actually we become and are role models, and we do what we have said, this makes a huge shift in everything. So the coaching code of ethics is something that we all abide, and it's very important that we all know about it when we become coaches. And I want you to think about your Maria's code of ethics, Elena's code of ethics, Ioanni's code of ethics, about your code of ethics. What is the one thing, the 2 things that you can do in order to really stay truthful in yourself? And let's just, you know, see how the ICF Code of Ethics demonstrates strong ethics and provides a sense of safety. It says that a coach is important to refrain from unlawful discrimination, occupational activities, including age, race, gender orientation, ethnicity, sexual orientation, religion, natural origin, or disability. So we all say that we're not racist, you know. What I have seen is that we all have a soft point and something, you know, in a deep part of us, we reject, maybe we reject the race, we reject national origin, maybe we reject religion, sexual, something. All people have a sweet spot. And when we have something, just, you know, a little sweet spot, it means that we actually reject a very big part of the population. So maybe this is food for thought. In ICF Code of Ethics, it says that make verbal and written statements that are true and accurate about what I offer as a coach, the coaching profession, or ICF. As I told you before, many people out there say that they are coaches and they haven't studied and whatever. And imagine how much, you know, what is their ethical standard if they're doing that. And how ethical is that to say that you're something when you're not actually. Accurately identify my coaching qualifications, expertise, experience, training, certification, and ICF credentials. So what it actually says here is that it's very important for all of us to say what we are exactly. Okay. And I know that you're like, oh, come on, Jill. Yeah, of course I say what I am exactly, and blah, 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 blah. And I will come back and I say that deep down inside of you, you know that there are some things that you can do in order to up-level your ethical status. So now I'm going to give you 2 minutes just to jot down 2 actions that you will perform in order to up-level your ethical status. And you may share in the chat what you have written. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So we have some beautiful, some beautiful thoughts. Educate myself, invest in myself, study, become my best version, train, add value to myself by training harder, be trustworthy, ditch judgment, be more open so that people don't make a good first impression, be more open. Yeah, this can be a huge one. Okay, the biggest is education, of course, and all of them are so important. Ditch judgment, all of them so important, and each and every one of you know much better what is going to really help you to take your life to the next level. Because when we're talking about ethics, we're talking about uplifting ourselves. Okay, uplifting, creating something more of what we are. I love this. Be more honest with myself. I love it. I love it. And may I stretch it a little bit more? Take 100% responsibility for yourself. This is so big. This is so big. I had in the morning a discussion with my mother, who I adore. I really do love. And we were, talking, and we usually have a conflict in a certain area whenever we discuss about it. And we again had a conflict. So I shut the phone, and I was with Joy, my daughter. And Joy looked at me, and she came near me. And something inside of me just clicked, and I'm like, this is not going to happen again. I'm not going to open up this subject again with my mother. It's done. It's over. I need to take responsibility, even though that she's wrong, in quotes. I need to take responsibility and never discuss about this again. So what you write here, I love it. Be more honest with myself, and also be an optimist. And this is something I want to share with you, that this is a muscle. Okay, we cannot sleep tonight and say, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be more optimistic. These needs, everything that you have written, everything that all of you have written is muscles. They're muscles. They're things that it's very important that you work them out every day. Every day you work out on them. You work out every day on being an optimist. You work up every day on being more honest with yourself, on being more open, on ditch judgment, on training yourself, on educating every day. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, in order to become a leader, in order to be able to help others. Okay, so thank you. This has been amazing. And now I would like us to see what Karen Capello. Karen is at the 3% of coaches globally. She's at the level of MCC, and she's a trainer at Glocal Academy of Coaching. She's a professor. So let's just see what Karen has to say about this.
Hi, it's Karen Capello, and I want to talk to you today about coaching and leadership. I'm a business executive coach, and before I came into coaching, I was president of a semiconductor manufacturing company, and we had all these employees, and we did have very low turnover because I was always looking to support my employees and also my customers. So it was a delicate balance, and sometimes I felt like I was being pulled in many different directions. But I made a commitment that my employees would be able to go to their kids' soccer games. This is back before cell phones were really popular. And I also made a commitment that our customers would be served. And like I said, I always felt like I was kind of caught in the middle, and I wasn't really sure how to make everything happen. And I felt the responsibility of all kinds of things that had to do with their kids going to college, our customers having great lives, all different things. So anyway, when I came into coaching, oh, by the way, when I left there, I said I would never manage people again because it was way too hard, even though I could do it. And then what happened was I came into coaching. And after I came into coaching, I realized that with the coaching skills of presence, of listening, of questioning, of acknowledging in a different way than I ever had before, all of a sudden, everything was different. And all of a sudden, it was so exciting that I felt like I had the skills that I needed to take care of myself and to make a great workplace, happy customers, and most of all, to be able to be balanced myself. So coaching really made a huge difference. And recently, I've been working with some managers in a mining company here in Arizona, and they learned group coaching skills. And it was just amazing. One of the guys at the end of our phase one at the debrief said, my people used to come into me and they would ask me all these questions and I had to have the answers. And sometimes I didn't have the answers and it was all on my shoulders. And he said, but after coaching now, they come into me and they have the answers. They bring me the answers. And his face was glowing. So coaching can do so much for a leader to be able to really bring out the best in the people that are there with you and also to serve your company and your clients well. That's why I am just such a big fan of coaching.
Great. So coaching, Karen talked to us about the coaching and the benefits for a leader. So now I would like you to write down what are the 2 actions that you will perform in order to become a better leader. And we said that just by becoming a better leader, we can support other people too. Okay, so become a leader, become a better leader, and support others too. So please, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and also I would love it if you write in the chat, what are the 2 actions that you will perform in order to become a leader? So we have some beautiful responses here. Walk the talk. It's so easy to say to walk the talk, and it's actually what really differentiates us from the masses. So yes, walk the talk, be active listener. And being active listener, this is one of the best gifts that coaching has given me. Be an active listener is the way that actually you can make a very big difference. It's the way that you can really give value to other people. It's the way that you can really understand other people. Instead of, thinking, what am I gonna reply? You actively listen, you are there. And this is one of the core classes that we're doing in Global Academy of Coaching in our training. Begin with the end in mind. Very important. Many times we just forget where we want to go, and we're an autopilot. But not you, all of you that you are here, and you belong to the 5% of population. Yes, you are. You're in the 5% of population that does something in order to advance their lives. So all of you make a difference. All of you have already, just by writing what you guys are writing, which is awesome, you are already starting to make a difference in your life, okay? Do first what I ask from others. This is awesome. I love it. 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 Because when you first do it, then it's going to come. And just, I want to add something on this, on what you wrote, Yota, because it's very important. Okay. Kindly note, most of the times you will not receive from the same person that you have done. Okay. So we say, I've been calling this person and they never call you back. No, you do not wait from the same person to give you back. The universe is so funny, has a lot of humor. So most of the times we do stuff for one person and we get from someone else. So I just want to share this with you. It has been one of the major lessons that I have learned. Be the best version of myself and setting an example by doing the work towards my goals in all aspects of my life. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Be the best version. Exactly. Listen before I act. This is huge. As we said, it's on active listening. The only thing that we have been trained is how to reply back. Okay. Not anymore. You guys know better. You guys know better. I will earn all the possible knowledge and use all the existing tools. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm really looking forward to working with you on that because you can make it. You can make it happen and be inspiring, being the example. Fantastic. Setting the bar and never compromise. Okay, never compromise. And this starts with ourselves, from ourselves, and then goes out. Now I would like Monique. She's a Global Academy of Coaching professor. Monique is the founder of Business Launch Portal, and she supports entrepreneurs to build scalable businesses so they stop selling their time, earn a six-figure income and more, and have a bigger impact. She's a global speaker. She has spoken in 4 continents, and her weekly business launch radio show attracts thousands of listeners in more than 60 countries. So let's see what Monique wants to share with us. She shared something rather personal.
Hi, here's Monique Bloxhill, the founder of the Business Launch Portal and the global speaker platform, My Speaker Business. We help really entrepreneurs all over the globe to start their business and to make it scalable. And what has really helped me a lot along the process and is still valuable every single day is that I know how to coach other people and myself. Well, as you know, coaching is all about getting more clarity of what is important in your life. What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? And so on. Coaching helps you to get unblocked or go through difficult situations or find answers in moments when you really don't know what to do or how to do things. For me, coaching, is really all about skills, a whole range of skills you need as executives, business leaders, and entrepreneurs on so many levels. As coaches, you really know how to listen to others, how to take your own ego out of a difficult situation and find answers and new options on seemingly blocked moments and situations. But there's one leadership skill that I think coaching helped me and helps many people all over the globe the most, and that is really finding the right question. When you feel stuck or you feel unhappy with a certain situation or with a person or even with yourself, asking the right question will make all the difference, because it will lead you to the answer that gets you out of that moment. And I remember about probably 20 years ago, I remember a situation where asking the right question has made a big difference. My whole life, I've had a difficult situation with my father. And he sent me a letter. When I read the letter, I was so angry and I was so disappointed because it was full of accusations and everything else. But then I asked myself the question, what does it actually mean that he sent me the letter? Why did he send it? And that was really the beginning of us starting to talk to each other and building a more trusting relationship. And asking the right questions has not only helped me in my private life, but in business again and again. Because asking the right questions is helping you to see different options in difficult situations. It helps you to make decisions in a more powerful way. It helps you to change your perspective to guide you into the right direction. Asking questions is a powerful skill that you learn and that you really tap into when you become a coach. And I don't know any better coaching program than the one from Douka and her Glocal Academy of Coaching, which is even certified by the International Coaching Foundation. So don't think twice. Go for it. If you really want to help yourself and others to get more clear, to really get through blocked situations and unblock them, to really go through difficult situations in life and really be more happy and joyful with everything you do, coaching it is for yourself and others in your business, in your private life, on so many levels. So really, don't think twice, sign up to this coaching program of Jill Douka, and it will change your life. This is pretty much guaranteed. All the best. Bye.
So Monique shared us about the benefits, the coaching and the benefits for a leader. And I would love it if you would write. You saw how much, because she has also studied she's a coach, how coaching helped her to create a relationship with her father, just because she just, sat back and said, why did he send this letter? Why? What does he want to do? So I would love it. I would love if you take 2 minutes and write down the 2 actions that you will perform in order to help yourself. So what are the 2 actions that you will perform in order to support yourself now? So we have some fantastic answers. Listen more to my inner GPS. Ask the right question. Do not hesitate to face the answer. Beautiful. This is tough, This is not easy, okay? Because it's very, very important for us to be able to face what the answer might be, okay? This is huge. Again, I see that you're taking 100% responsibility. And do some self-reflection and know what to look for. Exactly. So only if we go inside of ourselves, then we can know what we're looking for. Thanking our parents because they have created, us, and they have supported us in order to become who we are. Beautiful. What else? What else would you like? What are the other actions that you will perform in order to help yourself? Read more self-development books. Yes, that's beautiful. And in Global Academy of Coaching, it's mandatory that we read these amazing books that we have. Do some self-reflection, know what to look for. Yes, and always remember that you need support in order to do that. Okay. Face every difficulty on its time. Do not hesitate to find solution to everyday problems. This is something very often that we hide. We hide our head in the sand, and all of us, we do it. But if we really face everything when it happens, then miracles happen. Okay. Forgive quickly and let go. This is a big one. It's beautiful. Remind myself every day that I deserve everything that I want. Guys, awesome. Really, I really want to congratulate you because your answers are really, really awesome. And now I just want to hear from Eva. Be grateful every day. Eva, would like you to share how you have taken the leadership, how you have seen yourself being different. Eva is a certified professional coach by Global Academy of Coaching in class of fall 2016. So Eva, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
That's awesome. Hi, guys. I'm Eva. I would really like to thank Jill for giving me the opportunity to share with you why studying at Global Academy of Coaching is one of the greatest investments I have made in my life. Well, since I can remember myself, I always loved to help people. JSC gave me the tools to do that in a meaningful and transformational way. But before learning the tools to support others, I experienced transformation myself. Studying to become a coach helped me improve and upgrade my life in many levels. The most important is that helped me to get out of my comfort zone. For example, I always talked about wanting to travel to US and attend one of Tony Robbins' seminars. It was one of my biggest dreams. But as many people do, for years, I just talked about and never acted. I used to raise up the wall of excuses, like I don't have the money, which I didn't actually. I don't have the time. So the magical thing that happened is that as soon as I started studying at Global Academy of Coaching, I knew what I wanted, I made a decision, and I took massive action. Fast forward, a few months later, even before my graduation, I was attending Tony's seminar alongside 11,000 people from all over the world. In the same period, I also managed to attend Braden Bouchard's Experts Academy and to travel to New York City, which was one of my greatest childhood dreams. So I may not know all of you, but this is what I know about you. You are here for a reason. The reason is that you have a story to share. The reason is that you have a powerful voice. The reason is that you want to help others to improve their lives and be their best selves. Don't let your powerful voice drown. The journey to growth starts with you. And Global Academy of Coaching is one of the best ways I know to guide you expressing your greatness and your gifts to the world. I believe that my purpose in life is to use my passion and my enthusiasm to support and inspire others to freely express their true power and to live in harmony and fulfillment. I am thrilled to say that my coaching practice is growing day by day. based and inspired by the tools and the amazing community I had the privilege to meet through Global Academy of Coaching. Guys, whatever your purpose in life is, I wish to you to live up to your greatness. And as one of my favorite mentors, Les Brown, says, live full and die empty. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, Eva. Thank you so much for sharing this. And what is really interesting is that, Eva, you had already studied to become a coach before joining us, correct?
Yes, that's true. I think I'm the example you said in the beginning of the workshop about coaching, learning from psychotherapists. And I didn't feel it as much as I felt being a part of Global Academy of Coaching. It was a different kind of learning. I am happy that I had the opportunity to learn, but Global Academy of Coaching, well, I felt that this was the perfect program for me.
Thank you, Eva. Thank you so much for sharing all this.
Thank you.
It's amazing to see you grow and develop, you know, it's amazing to see our graduates, how they grow and they develop and they become real leaders. So for me, listening to Eva and saying all these beautiful things about life, about how she is, you know, about actually, you know, what she can do is huge. It's huge. So I want to tell you that you all have the power in your hands. Okay, you all have the power in your hands. And I want us to do a game. So I want you to take your palms, both palms, and place both palms facing each other and just close them, just like we do when we pray, okay? And see that both palms, both hands are the same. Okay, do this together. Do this with me, please, because it's very important. So just see, just check that both part of your hands, the right and the left, are exactly the same. Okay, everybody did it? Beautiful, beautiful. So now I want you to take your right hand, and say 20 times out loud. And I know that maybe you're in the house and other people are listening, but just do this, trust me. Okay, just say it's an exercise that you're doing. So take your right hand and say in your native language, grow. So if your native language is megalose, say 20 times megalose. So let's go. Grow, 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 grow. And now take your hand again, put it back, and see the difference. Put the palms, the one next to the other, like in the prayer pose. What do you see? Awesome. Yes, yes, the hand also did grow. That's why I keep saying we have the power in our hands. You understand it? It's amazing. It's huge if you realize it, that we just said it. Imagine if you focus on what you want, how you can grow yourself. So this is a small example of how we can grow ourselves. And I want you to keep this as, you know, keep it as a visual, the difference that the one hand with the other has. Keep it as a visual because it's very important to understand that everything that we have in our mind, as I said in the beginning, we can achieve it. Okay, you can help others while helping yourself. So now I want to ask you, if you want to become a coach leader, if you are passionate about helping people pursue their own solutions, if you want to become a leader in your family, a leader in your job, a leader in your community, would you like to become a speaker, a mentor, author, a distinguished life coach, and give value to people all over the world? In Global Academy of Coaching, we're dedicated in supporting individuals to become coaches who support their clients to thrive, while at the same time, they serve as role models and leaders within their community. So I know that all of you want to enhance your leadership skills, and I'm really looking forward to supporting you towards that. We can do this together. Not only you will become a distinguished person, a distinguished leader, but you will also get an amazing certificate that is accredited by the largest federation all over the world, International Coach Federation. So this is something like, you know, you're going to take a diploma that is globally accredited. So the certificate lasts for 6 months and begins in February 2018 and ends in July 2018. And it consists of 30 hours of learning, 3 weekends, and many hours of telecast, at least 8, plus 12 hours of being coached and coaching others. So this is very important because you learn what coaching is through practice. From the first weekend, you start doing coaching, and this is something that really helps you to grow. Not only you learn what coaching is, but you also are being coached. So you experience the results firsthand for yourself. And the entry requirements are academic qualifications, over 1 year of management, and excellent command of English. And there are final deliverables. There is a project thesis on coaching model. So all students create their own coaching model of over 2,000 words, attendance of over 70%, and you have 6 hours of being coached and 6 hours of being the coach. And also you do 5 observed supervised coaching sessions. So we have professors that are listening to your coaching and give you some fabulous feedback on how you can make it better. The course dates now for class winter 2018, they start on February, and then it's March. It's 1 weekend per month. And then on May and June, there's a supervised coaching. Okay, so the classes start on the 10th of February. It's in 2 weeks, in 2 weekends ahead. On 2 July, the project papers are handed in. As we said, it's a project thesis of coaching model of over 2,000 words, 6 hours of being coached, 6 hours of coaching, and 5 observed coaching sessions, feedback from all professors. The course investment is to 4,500 euros, and there is a 100 euro investment on books as well. But only for today and only for the participants of the webinar of today, we have a huge offer. So the offer for today is for 4,000 euros and is only valid for you and also until the 2nd of February. And you can reserve the spot today with 299 euros. You have 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if after the first weekend you're not satisfied with the certification, you get back your money, no questions asked, because we want only people who are committed. We want only people who are there 100%, and we want people who are dedicated and really love what they're going to do. So this is very important for us. That's why we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you feel that you're not in an environment that makes you thrive, then we will have separate ways. So the offer for today is for 4,000 euros, and this is a huge discount that we're doing instead of 4,500. The offer is valid only until the 2nd of February, until Friday, and we have 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you reserve your spot today with 299 euros, you have bonuses worth of 4,500 euros. So we have the uniquest game per student. We have one coaching session with a program director per student. It's worth 350 euros. One strategic marketing session per student. That's worth 290 euros. 5 supervised coaching sessions by Global Academy of Coaching professors per student. That's worth 2,500 euros. And also we have mentoring from a Global Academy of Coaching graduate. Apart from all the rest, the accountability partner that you have throughout the program, the fact that you're doing for 6 months coaching, you're being coached and you're doing coaching. So for you, we have all these bonuses worth of 4,500 euros if you reserve your spot today. What will you invest? You will invest over 8 hours per week on reading material and coaching on becoming a better person. You will invest your drive. We love our students who are fully committed to succeed. And you will also invest your own support, as you will have peers that actively support you and your business. You're requested to actively support others with your advice, your network, and more. So you will join in an amazing community of awesome people. I see my students, I see Global Academy of Coaching students, I'm like, how can they be so awesome? How can they be so wonderful people? So a community of beautiful souls that you will be able to speak the same language. We can do this together. Okay, we can do this together. You can create the life that you deserve. And I want to share here that we have 2 types of people who join Global Academy of Coaching. One type of people are the ones that want to become life coaches and have decide upon that. And the other is people who want to advance their personality, people who want to advance their leadership, people who want to make a difference. And I want to tell you that yes, we can do that. Yes, you can have the tools, the knowledge, and the ability to create whatever you desire. And me and all the amazing professors that we have, and the beautiful supportive environment that we create is going to support you to do that. You do not need to do this alone. You can have a beautiful environment that will support you, and you can have all the tools in order to create whatever you want. So I want to ask you now, are you ready to thrive? Are you ready to lead? Are you ready to make a difference? And from the questions that I saw written, I saw that you are ready. You are ready. And I really want to invite those who are ready to take the step to join us, to grab the opportunity to, further take the step and make their dreams, your reality. So I want to invite you to cross over. And this beautiful quote by Martin Luther King says, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. So this is what I invite you guys to do, is to take the first step. You will receive in your email the link in order to enroll with all the information about the certification, Global Academy of Coaching certification. I really look forward to working with you guys and support you to make a difference. First for yourselves, become a leader, and then to support others. I want to thank you all so much for being here. Again, you are in the 5%, okay, in the 5% of all people globally. This is very important for you to know. Other people are now watching TV, having coffee, they're, doing nothing, or being in Facebook, but you are here. You are here. You want to make a difference. And I'm so happy, so happy to have spent this 1.5 hours with you. And I'm really looking forward to working with you more. I'm really looking forward to support you to be your best version. I'm sending you all my love. I want to congratulate you again for being here and for making a difference. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Looking forward to seeing you in our certification.